Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here today. So, I have a collective message. All right, I have a collective message from Spirit. And this is a 3 card pull. And let me just say, this is such a high vibrational message. I could not deny it when I saw this message. I needed to give this to you, and I asked Spirit to go ahead and guide me to the people that need to see this. So, if you're seeing this, you need to hear this. You need to listen, okay? So, the first card I pulled, time to tinker. Time to tinker. And what this means in this deck and what I felt is it's time to let out your inner child, right? Like Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell kind of can act like, a little childish sometimes. And you need to bring out that inner child inside of you, that creative mindset that you have that comes with, your inner child being a child. Okay. And I'm sure you're someone that has a lot of internal childhood wounds as well. So that really comes out in this card. And you need to let that inner child be heard, right? To have these ideas and have these thoughts. And whatever like project that you're working on now as well, because I definitely feel like there's some type of project happening, and kind of part of that project, what that project needs, I guess I should say, is that inner child, that creativity from that inner child. Excuse me. So I think you need to embrace it, let it out, let her be seen, or let him be seen, let them be seen. So that's what I'm getting from this card. Time to tinker. It's time to let her out. Let her voice be heard. It's been so long. She wants to be heard. She wants to be recognized. And you're going to be recognized. You just have to let that inner child out a little bit. And with that, you have to ignite the fire, right? You have to release that creativity for this project or this thing that you want to do that you're definitely putting it off, you're procrastinating. Okay, I have a feeling this is being seen by those who are very big procrastinators. Okay, I'm kind of getting like Taurus energy over here a little bit. You probably have some Taurus placements, maybe not. um Very much at your own pace type of person. Okay, but you need to, like the card we talked about before, release that inner child so you can ignite your fire and let that fiery side out. Let that side, that almost Leo energy too. I'm definitely getting like Taurus energy, or on the other spectrum, I can see Leo energy as well. Okay, that energy that wants to be seen. Okay, like you're probably doing something obviously in your creative work, right? So, not just like normal day to day work, but this is like a passion project for you. Okay, and you got to ignite that fire, baby. You got to let people see that fire, okay? You need to stop letting whatever is holding you back, the thoughts, the doubts, the what ifs. What if I don't succeed? But baby, what if you do? But baby, what if you do? So you have to really ignite that fire. And like I said, with igniting the fire is letting out that inner child, letting that inner child heal. And to let that inner child heal, you have to release her. So whether that's doing shadow work, however that looks for you, you need to work with that. You need to work with your inner child, right? Don't cover her up. Don't keep her in the darkness, right? Sorry, my phone got a little better. So I looked over. Yeah, don't keep her in the darkness. She's been in the darkness too long already, and she already felt like she wasn't heard then. So she needs to be heard now. And it's not too late. It's not too late to let her be heard. Okay? You're a queen. Because you're a queen, babe. This card is exactly what it is. You're a queen, and you're the shit. You're the shit. That's all I gotta say. Spirit said you're the shit, and you'll be perceived as so. You just have to work on all of those things. You have to work on letting your inner child be heard, igniting that fire, letting that fiery side be shown, forgetting all of the doubts, the what ifs. What if I fail? Stop thinking about those things and just do it. Just go for it. Be ambitious. Be bold, okay? And there's a difference with being ambitious, being bold, and let's say like you're super introverted as well, because I can get that energy. Like maybe you're super introverted usually, okay? So you can be almost deemed as maybe shy, maybe not as social as some other people, okay? And there's a difference between, changing your persona, changing who you are. Okay, that's not the message I want to give at all. Okay, because it's okay if you are most comfortable being more content, being more laid back. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. Okay, because that's not you. That's not where you're the most confident, right? And that's okay. But doing that in your own form to ignite your fire, right? Doing that however it looks for you, okay? That's what's important. I don't want that message to be perceived as, you have to be the loudest person. You have to change who you are, okay? Because just because you're quiet doesn't mean, or just because you're introverted does not mean you are less than. You can still be heard. You have a different way of conveying your messages, and that's completely okay. But it doesn't make you less than, doesn't make you less talented. Okay, being shy is not a negative thing at all. And I feel like there's this misconception that in order to be confident, feel good in yourself, you have to be loud, you have to be super expressive about it, right? And I don't think that's the case. You can be shy and totally content with yourself, okay? You don't have to change. You don't have to craft yourself into something, into a box that was never made for you or the thought of you in the first place. Loudness does not equal confidence. Because you can also be super loud and be cocky, but it can all be an act. It can be performance. And so, whatever your creative alley might be, right? I'm getting the sense like you are definitely more introverted, maybe an introvert extrovert. So, like, once people get to know you, maybe you're a little bit more extroverted, right? Um, so whatever your creative alley is, like I was saying, I kind of got off into a tangent a little bit, but it might be someone who is seen as more performer, right? Maybe you're a singer, something like that, or someone who posts YouTube videos. Okay, because that's like a form of performance too, as well, I would say. But it's funny because a lot of people who post videos, do content, things like that, a lot of people are very introverted because you have to sit there and you have to edit for how long? It takes me hours to edit. Um, so a lot of people who are perceived as performers are really introverted as well too. So that's another thing as well. But going back to the queen card, I mean that was all resonating with this as well, but you're going to be perceived as that. Whatever that is for you doesn't mean to ignite your fire you have to be loud. You don't have to. If you are, that's amazing and that's awesome and that's beautiful, but you don't have to be like that. You don't have to. You just have to be confident in who you are. And however that shows for you is up to you. And there's no shame in being quiet, introverted. Okay, you deserve to take up so much space and you don't have to fight for your spot. You don't have to fight for your spot because you're a queen. Because you're a queen, you don't have to fight for your spot. You deserve to be where you want to be. And it's beautiful. However that looks for you. However that looks for you is what's important. It's important that you're confident in yourself and you know the queen that you are. It's time to finally chase after your dreams. Quite literally, it's time to chase after your dreams. All of those plans that you've been thinking about doing or thinking, man, that would be so cool to do. I wish I could have the guts to do this. I wish I was bold enough to do this. You have it in you. You have it in you to ignite your fire. Because maybe it's time to tinker. It's time to tinker. Let out that inner child. Let out that inner child. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be recognized for the amazing, wonderful soul that you are. It's just time to put action to it. It's just finally time to just forget the what ifs and just go for it. You are the alchemist of your own reality, and you can craft it any way that you want. You just have to put in the work, and you have to put in the determination. You have to put in your open heart, the honest truth. You have to be so honest. I think that's a really big one too, is just being open and honest, because that's what's magnetizing. Being your authentic, true self, being the queen that you are, being the queen that you are. It's so magnetizing. It's so magnetizing, and people can see that. People can see that whether you are loud, whether you are quiet and introverted, people still see that. You don't have to be the type of person who boasts about it at all, and you can be quiet and people are still going to see it because you're that magnetic. You're that powerful, and people can see you for who you really are. So, it's time to engrave that into your head, and once again, put action to that. Let yourself be heard. Let yourself be seen, because you are so worthy of taking up space, and there is enough room for you. There is enough room for you in this world. Don't feel like you are too much. Don't feel like you aren't as deserving as some other people. And don't compare yourself to other people's journeys. Your true, authentic self is the most magnetizing being that you can be. So, those are all of the cards I have for today. I feel like I kind of got off on a tangent a little bit with that, but those were things that needed to be said. And I just know the collective that needs to see this is going to see this. I just feel it in my heart, I feel it in my soul. This was another really spontaneous reading for me. So I hope you really felt it. I hope you really resonated. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.